Hey guys, welcome back. So in today's video, Shane and I are going to be showing you how we made this do-it-yourself outdoor tic-tac-toe board with this little tic-tac-toe set that I actually bought in the Target dollar section for $5. So the X's and O's already came pre-cut for us, and we're just going to be showing you how we made the board itself with a few items that we picked up from Home Depot. So if you're interested in this project, stay tuned and let's get started. Good morning. It is another day to do some DIY projects here at the Brooks house. I don't know if you can see Shane, but he's up there on the pergola working on some paneling for the summertime weather. And today I am going to be building a tic-tac-toe board for this little garden game set I bought at Target for $5. So it already comes with the X's and the O's for you, but it also comes with these little string pieces that are meant, I think with 4 of them, and they're supposed to lay out and make the checkerboard for you, but I don't really like that. So I decided to go ahead and make my own board. So I actually just bought this, I think it's composite wood piece at Home Depot for like 10 bucks. It was kind of expensive actually. I think you can get a cheaper one, but yeah, we just bought that. And then a trim piece that was like 3 bucks that we bought that is going to kind of act as the border for the board. So, there we go. I'm gonna end up painting the wood, and then I think I might end up painting the trim as well. I don't know yet. So that is today's project. So let's get started. Right now, Shane is drawing out the lines for the tic-tac-toe board. We're gonna end up doing the lines first and then painting the rest after that. So yeah, don't mind that. We tried staining the MDF and it obviously didn't work. So plan B, black board, white lines and trim. All right, so first off, sorry about the lighting. Second, phase 1 of this project is complete. And if you're looking at this and thinking, oh my god, how is that complete? That looks like crap. I know. So let me kind of walk you guys through what we are doing. So Shane had me paint off the tic-tac-toe board lines about 2.5 to 3 inches thick. Because what we are going to end up doing now that the paint is dry is taping off the lines with some painter's tape, and end up making them about 1 inch thick. And that is just going to ensure that we have really crisp lines at the end of this. So once the painter's tape is on and perfectly lined up, we are going to be painting the board black, so painting around the white, painting over the tape. And then once that is dry, all we have to do is peel off the tape, and then it's going to make sure that we have those super crisp lines. And then I also wanted to note that if you're following this tutorial step by step, you're going to want to paint these lines in this phase as if they're your final white lines, you know. So really make sure that those lines don't have too much streakiness like mine do. I should probably need to do another coat. And make sure they're really like saturated with color. You can always paint over them at the end, but that's just going to be an extra step you don't really need to do when you could be doing it right now. So this is, like I said, phase 1 complete, and let's move on to the next one. I also forgot to tell y'all that your lines in this phase don't need to be straight, so don't spend a lot of time worrying about them being straight and even, because like I said, we are going to end up taping them off, and taping them off is what's going to ensure those crisp lines. So don't worry about straight lines in this phase, just make sure you get the initial blueprint looking good. So now we are just taping off the lines for those crisp edges. So what we ended up doing was just finding the center of these white lines that I painted and just putting this blue painter's tape straight over the center of the white lines. And from here we are going to paint over everything black, let that dry. The black's going to cover up obviously these extra white edges, which is why I said to paint them a little bit thicker than these 1-inch lines, because it'll be really easy to paint black over white than white over black. All right, phase 2 complete. This is what it should look like. Make sure, like Shane's doing right now, you really rub the tape down. That's just going to make sure that when you paint the black over it, it's not going to get underneath the tape and bleed into those white lines. So from here, we're going to paint it black. All right, first coat is done, and just wanted to show you guys, this is what we ended up using. This Valspar latex enamel. So it kind of will act as an exterior protective coat as well, since we're gonna be using this thing outside. We are gonna end up going over this with a second coat, but just to kind of walk you guys through this again, once the second coat dries, we're just going to peel the tape off really slowly, and that'll reveal those nice crisp white lines for this thing. And from there we'll add the trim. All right, y'all, the second coat has been applied and finished. So we are gonna go ahead and peel these pieces of tape on up. Cross your fingers that it looks good. Ooh. And this is what it should look like once you peel off those painter's tape. Important side note, make sure you peel off the tape pretty slowly. I went a little fast on one of my pieces of tape and it peeled up right here, as you can tell. So I'm just taking this little artist's brush and filling it in. Whoops. But yeah, this is what it should look like. This is the trim piece that I just have hanging on the edge, but I kind of, and you could leave it just like this if you wanted to, but I kind of want to give it more of a, like a tray filling as opposed to a board, and give it kind of a beveled edge instead of just the flat edge like that. So it's going to give it a little bit of a raise, and I think it's going to look really pretty once it's done. So Shane just needs to cut that. And then we will apply it to the board and we will be done. All right, so, oh, come here. Phase 3, Shane took this trim that I told you guys about that we bought at Home Depot, and he cut the sides into a 45-degree angle. Yeah, so he's just mimicking that down there on the other side as well, since we need 4 corners of these, and he is just cutting them with this saw. Sure. Being so much more difficult, oh God, than we anticipated it to be. So once again, if you're following this tutorial step by step, I would highly recommend not cutting the edges at 45-degree angles and just doing straight, flat, square edges if you could, because this seriously took a lot of time and mathematics to figure out. So, but we got it. Shane has the clamps down to hold them in place, and we are going to start gluing or nailing this thing together. We haven't decided yet. So, phase 4 complete. So right now, Shane is just applying some liquid nails to the trim. All pieces of the trim. And he's applying it to those inside corners.
Now hold pressure on those. They'll move a little bit here, but we just gotta get them close so you can set them.
We recommend using 2 people for this. You're gonna get the most accurate lineup if you have more than 1 set of hands. And then we're gonna line these up and clamp them down to hold them in place. Y'all, how stinking cute did this come out? So as you can see, I still have 1 little clamp over in the corner over there, but we let the clamps sit together overnight for 24 hours just to kind of allow those liquid nails to sit into place even more. We'll probably end up screwing or nailing in some nails on the sides just to ensure extra security, but this is the finished product. So I hope you guys enjoy it. If you want to see more videos like this, please give this one a thumbs up and let us know down below in the comments what you would like to see next. I am thinking about finishing up the giant Jenga video. That's a long project, y'all. So we're working on that, as well as hopefully a compost bin. So like I said, be sure to give this video a thumbs up, and thanks for watching. Bye.